Back YouTube. It's been a while. I always say I'll do more videos and then I don't end up doing them. Life gets busy. But we're back today. We're going to do one on roads. So in my city, I'm currently running with the old roads, which you can see here. And then also up the top layer, I've got some brick built roads. So yeah, we'll have a look at the bottom roads. Then we'll work our way up, pull the top one out, and I'll show you another trick I do to lift the modulars up without having to do mills plates. Also, on these ones, I always do the tiles like this, so 2 and then 4, and then you can still add like details like planter boxes, stuff like that, fire hydrants. I do these little bits here, which you can see the stud's still exposed, but I use those as car parks. So you can see by the hospital that the ambulance is parked in a car park there. All the roads, slowly as I go around, do get made up. So like outside the fire station, again, studs exposed, but to me it kind of just gives it like a driveway feel and a car park feel, which works. You can definitely still add cool details. It does make, when you put modulars up against it, it does make the pathways extremely large, but overall I think it still just looks good to have a nice wide footpath for like lots more detail. And you can see there's lots of car parks all over the city where we put things like just basically park extra cars and stuff like that, which is always good. Alright, if we jump up to the top, I probably need a bit of a spare hand. You can see it is using the road plate system, and also I have a train track embedded in that. And then at the back it does actually curb up. This is curbed up here, so it's a different height, but I'll get one out and we'll have a look at it. Alright, so we've got one out. You can see there, just fits on a standard base plate. This one here has been slightly modified to take this driveway, so this does actually run down, and that is for the fire station there, as you can see. Another one I've pulled out does the same. The other modification that I have done on some of them is there for that road. So that's a standard road plate that feeds into those. There's a bit of an intersection where it does run down across the train tracks. So just sorry about that, my gimbal just decided to die, but we'll carry on. I just have to hold it in my hand. You can see there, I talked about the modulars and not being on mills plate. So all my modulars are on standard base plate still. But in New Zealand, we have some wood. It's called plywood, which is almost the same thickness as what as that would be for on a modular, on a mills plate. You can see there how I've built that up. So I do that for all of them. That whole top row up the top there are all sitting on that plywood, so it saves a lot of bricks, and then you can build your roads up to suit. Alright, so we've got it out to the city, as we said. We'll have a look. It's pretty easy. So standard base plate size. You're just using any kind of block in there. It has a plate, and then basically those road bits, a couple of plates to help support those. Train track is flat on the base plate, and then it's done with tiles on top and a layer of plate. Footpath is is plate and so you can see that looks like a standard mills, so you can use whatever colour you want. I did the yellow, which is in the curb, so that's just kind of to help with the train track. yellow lines for no parking, obviously. I have on some of them also done a pull-in area for parking. That one's the other driveway for the fire station. And then I've done all the footpaths the same. So with the checkered plating like that, light and grey. Oops. And then swap them out for ones to hold the figures where we need to. I'm pretty happy. They're a solid road. As you can see, this side here has got a barrier on it. That's just because it is a higher level than the lower level, so it just looks like we're trying to protect the members of the community. But yeah, not bad if you ask me how they work. They look good. It just means, yeah, that train track being street level looks a lot better than it does on the older base plates. Back in the Lego room, and you can see like this one is modified and it's got the little tram station in it. So the tram does run along, looks quite nice running. We'll see by hand. You can see one there for car park as well. And here, how those lines follow all the way through. I do like it. And I like the old roads. I think the old roads work as well. Like, I just think there's a lot more possibilities doing the mills plate up the top with things you can do. But then the old ones, doing those footpaths, like even the bus stop pulling in there. You know, out the front of the restaurant there's a bit of room. The construction site there's some room. Like the rubbish bin and stuff. You know, the subway there going down. Yeah. So yeah, that's just a quick insight into roads. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Next time we might start looking at the hospital mock that I built. We haven't actually covered that yet, but yeah, we will look at that soon. I've left the sides off as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that video next of the hospital. And we'll catch you next time.